What's up guys, it's Mike with Shallow Reefing, coming back at you with another video, and today I needed a cheap pump for my 20-gallon long frag tank that I just plumbed in. And you know what, I wanted to get some AI Neuros, but they are not in stock because of, you know, the chip shortage and everything. So Jebao is always there, and it was like 45 bucks. Not 45 bucks, 85 bucks. So not too bad, and I got like the biggest model. So this is the SL20. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unbox it and kind of talk about some of the features and everything. Then I'm going to put it on my 20-gallon long tank to see if this is going to be a good pump for that tank. And spoiler alert, yes, this is definitely oversized for that tank, but I'd rather have a big pump and turn it down than a small pump and have it cranked all the way up. So it says the pump is about 10,000 liters an hour. That's about 2,600 gallons per hour, and that is more than enough for a little 20-gallon long. So let's open this up. You can kind of see you got your basic Jebao controller. You got a little rubber grommet. You got what I assume is the pump, power supply, and the directions. Now there's already an imperfection on here. You can kind of see how this little gasket or rubber piece is kind of like folded over. Definitely not supposed to be like that, so I might have to fix that. I finally figured out what this little grommet is. I took the magnet out of this one where it originally comes in, and I put it here because you can actually use it to angle what's going on. So by having this little angled grommet where it's kind of concaved, you can kind of rotate this and angle it however you want. Now, obviously this goes on the inside of the tank, and these will be on the inside, and this magnet will be on the outside of the tank. And the glass will be right between it. As far as cleaning this pump, it's super easy. Just give it a little twist, and pops out right away. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets to clean the pump. Now, I'm sure once, you know, a bunch of algae and coralline have built up, that this is going to be a pain in the butt to clean. But I mean, that was super easy to take apart. Way better than their PP8 pumps. I had a Jebao PP8. I almost never went back to Jebao because they were so bad. Now the SLW pumps actually have pretty good reviews, so I'm going to put that to the test. But let's do a water test and see how the water movement is on this. So I had the pump set to else mode. I turned it on high, and you can kind of see it shifted all the frag racks around because there's too much power, and it kind of hit the side and bounced back this way and moved the frag rack. But you know, you got your basic modes for the tank. You got your wave 1, which that's where you use your knob to adjust it to go faster or slower for the waves. You got wave 2. You got the else mode, which I kind of like because else is more of a random mode. You got the high mode here. Oops, let's hit the mode high mode right there, where it's just you know, constant speed. And then you got C, but for C you kind of need 2 pumps in this to alternate. You can do your master and slave mode with that. And you also have your nighttime mode, so if you hold down the sensor, you get a nighttime mode. So when this light is tripped, it'll go into a nighttime mode where it reduces the waves. So right now I moved the frag racks to the far right hand side, and I have it set to wave 1. I have it set to the slowest wave, so you can kind of see it's pulsing in the water and pushing all the way across. Not bad. I like that. But I still would prefer the else just because it's so random. Alright, so we're going to do some Red Sea AB Plus and see what the spread on this looks like. Hopefully it's pretty nice. Wow, it's like kicking it all the way across. Holy cow. Dang, so that pretty much goes almost the entire length of the tank. I'll have to watch it again, but it looks like, from my point of view, it stopped right about here and it kind of really dissipated. But that's still almost 30 inches of push all the way across. I mean, clearly you can kind of see it filled up the whole tank. Well guys, it's been about 2 weeks since I've had it in here, and I've actually had to clean the tank because I am just not happy with the amount of flow that is coming out of this Jebao SLW-20. It is just not pushing enough. So I originally had this on the opposite side, but literally the pulse were not even moving on any of these, you know, toadstools or anything. So I switched it because my return line is kicking this way, and when I had the pump on the left side, I would get like a film on the top because it just wouldn't go very far. It kind of dissipated about halfway through here, and when I would put in the AB plus, it kind of would just mostly stay on this side and eventually make its way over, but there's just not much punch behind it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this the little mount on the back, which allows it to be angled. I think some of it is getting covered up with the mount on the back, and it's causing it to kind of not suck in as much water as possible. I mean, you can kind of see the surface turbulence is actually pretty dang good, but it just doesn't really carry too far across the tank. I mean, it gets to about here, and I consider the rest as kind of just residual. So let's switch it up and see what's going on. By the way, this is on else mode, and it's at all but the last bar. So I put on this, the original holder, and it actually is moving. Oh, you can see how that just kicked it all the way across on the other side if you saw that bubble. So I don't know, this little cone allows it to move a little bit more, kind of like the Reef Octopus, the Octopulse. It kind of is a little, you know, concave, but this for sure I can see. I mean, I can see some of the coral shake in the back. I don't know if that'll shake again. Yes. So it automatically kicked it up. So I don't know if I'd ever use that little piece, because you can kind of get a good angle going on this. I mean, granted, not nearly as much as the other one, but I mean, I only need like a 10-degree angle to move it. And it's kicking up way more stuff now. Way happier with that. Maybe I'm gonna have to move this. I'm gonna have to move this rack to the left side and move that rack to the right side. That's for another night. I'm not gonna do that anymore. So overall, how do I feel about the Jebao SLW? You know, not bad. I mean, for, I think it was 80, 85 bucks for everything, and now it's actually moving more water, so I'm feeling better. It can definitely push water about 30 inches if you don't use the little concave one where you can angle it more. I would not use that at all. I mean, if you got to, and if you don't need the flow, then okay, go for it. But you know, I definitely needed more flow in this tank, and it is rocking and rolling now. So yeah, I think it is a pretty decent buy. Is it the greatest thing ever? No, but you kind of get what you pay for, and I'm pretty sure that, you know, in the future this thing will probably hold up for at least 2 years. I've been watching other people's reviews and stuff, so if I get 2 years out of it, I'll be happy. You know, I'm gunning for more, and with regular maintenance and how easy it is to maintain this thing and take it apart, I don't think that'll be a problem at all. Yes, this flow in the tank has gotten way better. I'm super happy. I might even turn it down 1 notch. But guys, that is all the time that I got. If you like what you see here, you want to see more, click the subscribe button. And as always, I will be back at you later with another video.